Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy United Gobots Smallfoot. Though although she comes packaged with two of the figures, this video is only going to focus on her. So we're going to have a quick look at her in both of her modes, help you decide how you want to display her. We're going to have a look at the original owner of the mold, see if there's any differences there. We'll have a quick look at the original ehobby version of herself, and although we're not going to be reviewing the other figures, we can of course see how she looks and displays with them. So as I start to move all of these back, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And also to thank In Demand Toys in the UK, because that's where I purchased this from, and as you can see they got it to me quickly and safely. Right, before we go any further, let's have a quick look at the packaging. And we've got the now industry standard, I suppose it's just a blank box, isn't it? It's just the cardboard box with black print over it. We've got the schematics of the three characters there. These are all redecos, and I think a slight retool with this figure with the head sculpt, which we'll look in a second. But we've got the Gobots logo on the one side, which is brilliant. We've also got the Legacy United logo there, which is great. And of course, as I say, I've already opened these up, and they do all come packaged in their robot mode. I've just got them like this to help speed the video up. So the alternate mode, and of course the figure as well, is using the gears mold. So quite a recent mold, to be honest, and I'm a big fan of this, to be fair. I think it works really well. It's fun, it's compact, it's easy to transform. You've probably already noticed I've uploaded the transformation process separately, and again that is to keep the main length of the video down. So the wheels, as I say, you can see they're all on individual pegs. They can all go around, no issues whatsoever. I think everything tucks away quite neatly, to be honest, with this particular figure. The blaster is just a straight up redeco of gears, and you can fit this in any of the 5mm ports. The blaster is also blast effect compatible, and of course with the rest of the 5mm ports, if you wanted to, you can start to, let me see what I can find. Yeah, you can apply, you can use any weapon, battle masters, even I suppose junking parts, anything that's 5mm port compatible you can play around with, which I think is brilliant. Let's do some quick comparisons then in size. So quite a small deluxe, to be honest, but again just sort of fits that size, fits that mold really well. I'll bring in a few other figures that I've just got knocking around here. So there we go, there's your industry standard Prime, and of course, yeah, she's quite a bit smaller, and of course she will definitely be able to fit into the new Prime's trailer. Right, there's not really much more to discuss or say, I suppose, about her alternate mode. We're going to come right back. She's going to be in a robot mode, and then we can do some more in-depth comparisons and display ideas. We're back, and she's in her robot mode, and as I said, I'm already a big fan of this particular mold. I think it's great. I like the way how small and compact it is. I like the way it's quite articulate, but at the same time there's no glaring gaps anywhere at all, which is brilliant. So yes, she does have a new head sculpt, which you can see there. That is very different to the original Gears one, but apart from that, I think everything else is pretty much identical. So we'll have a look at the articulation in a second, and we're just looking to see if there is any differences apart from color. Obviously color is the massive one, but no, as I say, it's pretty much looking like that, to be honest. Just the paint apps are the difference, as well as the head. I also like the fact that they kept the M on the back of the head as well, same as with the Gears. We'll bring him back in a second. Let's do the articulation. So the head will go all the way around. It can look up and down, which is brilliant. So she's got full field of vision, arms out to the T, all the way around. We've got a shoulder swivel or cut. We've got a bicep pretty much again all the way up, again mainly for transformation. There's a wrist swivel, there's a waist swivel. The legs will kick all the way up and all the way back. In fact, they'll go past the point of the splits. And the same if we go to the other side. If we bring these here, the waist is really swiveling, which is great. And you can see there you've got your thigh swivel as well, swiveling that way, knee bend, and with the toes, yes, you've got the tilt and a bit of a rock, have you? It's again pretty articulate, in all honesty, for a deluxe figure. Now with this one, I'm not too sure about the colour scheme beating the original. In honesty, I don't think it does, whereas with Pathfinder I think she definitely does, but she still looks great. And as I say, you can see here now that the gun, the blaster, etc. is just In fact, they've kept the handle and the peg the same colour, but the rest of it is just different. So comparison wise, she looks great. I do think they've done a really good job with these. I just love how much they've managed to improve the mini bot molds since they've turned them into standard size deluxe figures. I think they look fantastic, and it just, as I say, really does work. And especially I love the fact that they've took what used to be a quite obscure Japanese ehobby exclusive set of figures, which are quite elusive now because loads of people do actually want to get their hands on them and then make them mainstream, pretty much like they did, funnily enough, with this guy not so long ago as well. I think, though, he might have been Earthrise, so I think he's probably one of the oldest. There is Road Ranger as well, and I will bring that figure out for when we get on to treads, because I'm trying to keep the videos all different, hence doing them all individually. So there's a couple of Optimus Primes for you to get an idea of how big the mold is. As I say, pretty much it's a nice small deluxe. As I say, it's not as small as some deluxe figures which you've seen there, but it is a good, nice, compact little version. So again, nowhere near Voyager or any other figure that's got the crazy crossover. Goes well, perhaps colours with this, not too sure. I think, as I say, I think they're really doing a great job with these, even though they're only redecos of existing molds. You can probably tell I'm a fan. I just think they work really well, to be honest, and there's not much more to say about this particular figure. I'm at the moment just bringing in loads of different ones to give you an idea of scale and size, but there you go, not much more to say about her. One more to go with the pack, which is of course treads, and I'll be getting around to doing that very soon. Then of course doing a complete, well, it's not complete because we haven't got Bad Boy yet, but I'll be doing a collection video of these with Road Ranger and indeed Bug Bite as well. But in the meantime, guys, let me know what you think of this pack, and of course, take care.